Live from historic Fort Andros in downtown Brunswick, your way to wake up on the Midcoast. The Midcoast Morning Buzz. Richard Kazimer, Jim Bleikamp, Radio 9, WCME.
James, our guest this morning is Lindsay Macdonald. She is the executive director of Bath Brunswick Big Brothers Big Sisters, whose mission is to provide children facing adversity with strong and enduring professionally supported one-to-one relationships that change their lives for the better forever. And I'm telling you, brother, if you and I had someone like that to guide us, we would not be behind the microphone today. I guarantee you that.
We'd be pursuing more noble ends. Yes, we would.
But we are here, and we are pleased to have Lindsay. So mission accomplished, I think. Look at it as God's will. Thank you, Lindsay, for coming in. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Tell us about what's going on with Bath Brunswick Big Brothers Big Sisters. A little backstory on the organization. I think some people get it confused with Boys and Girls Club, but you don't have a facility per se. It's all about people. And it's a one-on-one relationship between mentor and child, correct?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. We have been in existence since 1981, and we're right here on Main Street, Brunswick. We support the communities of Brunswick and Harpswell in Cumberland County, and we support all of the towns in Saginaw County. Last year, we supported 277 children, and what we do is we provide one-to-one relationships with older student or adult volunteer mentor for these kids.
Who comes first, the mentor or the child?
Kind of the chicken and the egg question exactly. There.
How do those people get together?
Yeah, so the children in our programs are between the ages of 6 and 14, and typically they live in single-parent homes, often a low-income situation, and have various reasons for needing some additional support in their lives.
I'm just curious, do they ever come from no-parent homes? Are they orphans or something like that?
Yep, we do have different circumstances for every child, of course. We have some children in the foster care system, some children who are living with a guardian, perhaps a grandparent. And so the parents or guardians come to us seeking support from our program, or the children are recommended by a counselor or a case manager for our program. And then the volunteers come to us through the networking and marketing and advertising that we do. So for our community program, the volunteers are 18 years or older, and they're vetted through our system. They do an interview, we run a background check references. We have a pretty extensive process for onboarding a volunteer.
I would think you would need to do that just for liability concerns, right?
We do, absolutely. It's part of our child safety protocols and just our procedures and our process. And we have support from the national office, Big Brothers Big Sisters of America, for setting up the process within our program for vetting volunteers.
I think I'm following up on Richard's question here, but I would assume that there's a matching process. You try to put together the right kid with the right adult.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. So we typically have a wait list of children who have been brought in and are waiting for the right match with a volunteer. So they are waiting, and then when the right volunteer comes through the door, we're able to make that match. Now, the wait list is not managed on, say, a first-come, first-served basis, because it really is about a connection that would make sense. So we have to wait until a match is able to be made according to preferences and the needs of the child and the volunteer.
Now, what sort of things do the big brothers do with the little brothers and the big sisters do with the little sisters? Before I ask that, do you ever do a big brother with a little sister and a big sister with a little brother? Or have you done that yet?
We do not do big brothers with little sisters. That's not allowed in our program. Mm-hmm. We do have some circumstances where we do a big sister with a little brother.
In the mentoring portion, what is it that they're looking for? What are the specific needs, or perhaps even the general needs, of a little brother and a little sister with the mentor?
Sure. I mean, it's different for every child, of course. They may have low self-esteem. They may be challenged academically or socially. And then often they're coming from single-parent homes. We see a lot of single mothers, oftentimes raising sons who could use a big brother for some additional male support in their lives. And then the kinds of activities they do, it's really across the board with whatever the match match is interested in. So they may go to the beach or go hiking or biking or cook a meal together, go to museums, go sailing. It's across the board with the activities.
And just so that people know, if they want to get involved, we're not talking about big ticket items. It's not taking the kid to the Sox game every weekend or anything like that. It's just a really personal one-on-one relationship, which is what pretty much everybody needs anyway, right?
Right, absolutely. Sometimes it's just talking and listening, grabbing a bite to eat and having a conversation, walking their dog, raking their lawn. It's as simple as that.
In fact, I would suspect that that's very often the most important thing.
Absolutely.
The kind of things you're describing right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, your organization, being a nonprofit organization, certainly not a lot of bucks coming in there. What do you need from the community other than as people to volunteer for Big Brothers Big Sisters? Let's say there's a business out there. What can they do to help out, or just individuals?
Sure. There's a lot of different ways to help support the organization. And as you shared, we are a 501c3 not-for-profit organization. We do not receive state government or federal funding of any kind. So we really raise all of our money on our own, and fundraising events are our primary source of funding. So businesses can certainly step up and help support by providing sponsorship, or they can also help by providing volunteers for different events, which is a great way to support. And then individuals certainly can get involved with our events. We also always need advocates in the community talking about our programs, because we really do need funding and volunteers to run our organization.
Now, you recently had a fundraiser. It was called Bowl for Kids' Sake, and how did that go?
Bowl for Kids' Sake is an absolutely phenomenal event that I think everyone in the community should be involved with. This year it happened on Saturday, March 30th, and basically we welcomed close to 600 individuals into Spare Time Family Fun Center for a day of bowling and thanks. And what these individuals did in the months leading up to the event was to raise pledge donations in the community, which was a direct support and donation to the Big Brothers Big Sisters agency. It's a signature event for Big Brothers Big Sisters organizations. We do it every year. We start with a kickoff in January, and basically we look for community members to create a team of 4 or 5 bowlers, raising pledge donations, and then we welcome you in to bowl with us and say thank you to you. And we raised just under $50,000 at this event. And of course, we also have a lot of really wonderful, gracious business partners and sponsors who step up to that event as well.
What do you have coming up?
The next event that we have coming up is called the Murph, and it's a mixed terrain 5-mile race on Bath's beautiful Wiskeag Trail in memory of Navy SEAL Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy. Now, all profits from this event will support the Michael P. Murphy Scholarship, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and Fields for Our Future, which is the turf project at McMahon Field in Bath. So we are looking for runners and walkers to register for this event. There's a barbecue following the walk-run, and then Big Brothers Big Sisters is looking for volunteers to help work trail crew. So we really are in need of volunteers to help with this event. It'll be about 4 hours on Saturday, May 11th, supporting the Murph.
Well, I can eat barbecue for 4 hours. How about you, Jim?
Of course.
How do folks get in touch with you?
They can call us at 729-7736. That's our office phone number. They can find us on the web at www.bbbsbathbrun.org, or they can stop by anytime and visit us at 85 Main Street, Brunswick. We're right up above Norway Savings Bank, and we're right next door to the Brunswick Downtown Association.
Oh, great. Our guest this morning has been Lindsay Macdonald, Executive Director of Bath Brunswick Big Brothers Big Sisters. Lindsay, thank you so much. You do fantastic work, and hopefully we can do this again soon.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Radio 9 WCME.